In this video, we're going to demonstrate how to set up dimension styles in AutoCAD. We will set up two dimension styles, a mechanical dimension style and an architectural dimension style, and we will refer to them as mech dims and arch dims. So, to begin the process, when AutoCAD opens, typically it's in the Home tab. We need to go to the Annotate tab, which is right here. And then we're going to go down to this right-facing, down-facing arrow, which will then open the Dimension Style Manager dialog box. And out of the crate, let's say, out of the box, AutoCAD gives you a standard dimension style. But we're not going to modify that one because anything in AutoCAD that is named standard cannot be borrowed between drawings. And there's no sense in setting something up that you can't borrow from drawing to drawing because that saves you so much time. So with the standard highlighted, we're going to New, and I'm going to type in mech dim, and I'm going to go to Continue. My first one tab I come to is Lines. I like to do everything by layer. I don't know if you have to do this, but I like to do it. Our baseline spacing should be set to 0.375. We're going to set our color to by layer. Everything will be by layer. And so we'll go select it all by layer. Our extend beyond dimensions line should be 0.125, and our offset at 0.0625 is fine. The next tab is Symbols and Arrows. With mechanical dimensions, you want them closed and filled, but our arrowhead size needs to be 0.125. Our center mark should be none because we'll put those in. Everything else here is fine. For the text, we will select our mech text, which is Arial. We're going to override by layer, and our text will always be yellow. There'll be no fill, and our text height is 0.125. Everything else here is fine. On our fit, just make sure that's 1, but the overall scale will change based on the scale of the drawing. So if you have a drawing that is a scale factor of 1/4 inch equals a foot, that is the scale of 1/4 inch equals a foot, that's a scale factor of 48. We would put 48 in there, but since we're just setting this up to be used in any drawing, we'll leave it at 1. The primary is decimal because mechanical dimensions are in decimal. We'll leave it at 4 places. And we will suppress leading zeros, and our decimal degrees we will set to 4 places. Excuse me. Now, of course, we will change our decimal places based on what's being asked for in the drawing, but for out of the box, we'll leave it at 4. We won't worry about alternate units or tolerances, and we'll click OK. So now I have a mech dim set up. I'm going to use this mech dim as my jumping off spot. I'm going to create a new one, and I'm going to call it arch dim. And I will use my mech dim as the starting point, and I'm going to click Continue. There's very little we need to do. All of this will stay the same, but these will now be changed to an architectural tick. But our leaders will be left closed and filled. Nothing else needs to change here. On our text, we're going to change it to arch text. Everything else is the same except for we'll be aligned with the dimension line. Our fit will stay the same. Our primary units will change to architectural, and we'll leave precision at a 16th. So now I have two dimension styles, my mech dim, which we created from scratch, and then we made an arch dim, which used our mech dim as our starting point. In arch dim, we only had to change a few settings. So that's how we set up our two dimension styles in AutoCAD.